Hello and welcome to my channel. I would like you to watch this video. Some of you might have seen this video before, but it doesn't matter. Watch this video again. Before things goes wrong, there is always a warning. They are talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health. Apart from his health, his time in detention is long enough to become a sentence. They are pleading with the federal government of Nigeria. Now, there is something I want you to note before you watch this video. A particular region is telling you to leave their son alone. And you are still thinking about it. This is the region you claim he offended by what he is doing. And they are telling you, we are tired. Just leave him to us. I will play this video by Rochas talking to Senate President. It might be an old video, but watch it, then I'll be back.
They are asking Igbos, may you embrace peace. As if I went to Villa and begged Nigerian nation. Ifeanyi made a statement in the same line. I want to say to you, my brother, in whom I'm well pleased, Senate President, convey this one message on behalf of these Igbos who are seated, that the best way to honor this great young man is the release of Nnamdi Kanu. So the Igbos can go home and reorganize their place. And I know you, Senator Akpabio, that even if you don't want to do it, send this message. For the sake of your wife, who is our daughter, send this message and get us a result. Or else, your wife is not too far from taking back home. Your Excellency, Mr. President, we are particularly happy that you are always coming to associate yourself with things like this. Nigeria still remains very grateful. Thank you, and God bless all of you. My people, my people.
In that video, Rochas was pleading with Akpabio, the Senate President. Rochas is an Igbo son. This is not the first time Igbos are, different people. Remember Mbazurike Amaechi, the Igbo statesman that is almost 100 years, went to plead with Buhari. Is there a covenant between Buhari and Tinubu not to release Nnamdi Kanu? Now, things like this comes as warning before the worst happens. And like I told you in past videos, the federal government of Nigeria is against Igbo. I don't know why you can, because of one man, hold the whole of Igbo land to ransom. I always said this, his detention is causing us problems in the Southeast. I'm not talking about his offense, whether he has offended anyone or not. But now, his detention is causing problems. And rather than save the Southeast, you want to hold him. You want the Southeast to boil, and you're telling us you love us. A protest is coming based on what we are seeing in the news. We don't know where the angle it might head. And at the end of the day, the federal government would start telling us this and that, this and that. Yeah, opportunity has been coming for you to save the situation. Now, based on what Rochas said, you need to note, Nigeria is in turbulent times. The current political landscape of Nigeria. A small action will save the situation. We don't know what will happen. And we're not praying for the worst. That Rochas comment, whenever he did that video, or whenever he did that voice, it's coming from the heart. Rochas is a former governor of Imo State. He stood before a gathering and made a plea. The plea was to the current Senate President to use his position, maybe to talk to the President of Nigeria regards Nnamdi Kanu's release. According to what he said, let me send this message on behalf of Igbos who are seated here. The best way to honor this great young man is to release Nnamdi Kanu. And I know that, Mr. President, even if you don't want to do it, send this message for the sake of your wife, who is our daughter. You know, Akpabio's wife is Igbo. Your wife is not too far from home. Mr. President, Nigeria will be grateful. Thank you and God bless you. Let me tell you, it is a short message, but it carried a very heavy weight. I'm talking about very heavy weight. It weighs than many political speeches in recent memory. Okorocha wasn't just appealing to authority, he was appealing to conscience. Makadi Amama, this is how mistakes are made. Like I said earlier, if Nnamdi Kanu has offended anybody, I think the people of Southeast should be the people who are complaining. Now, majority of Southeastern people are telling you, free him. Free him for us, our son. And you are still bringing up some excuses in the court. And our leaders at several points in times, like Okorocha did. What Okorocha said is symbolic, but it's also heavy. Using Akpabio's wife, some will, for some, it passes as a joke. But that thing is heavy. How many warnings to the authorities before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released? How many warnings? We will take our wife. They say a stitch in time saves 9. Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention since 2021. And anything concerning Nnamdi Kanu has been one of, Nigeria's most polarizing issue. Many in the Southeast, including his opponents, are telling you release him. They want to first save the region. But to Nigerian government, he is facing charges related to national security. You see, let me tell you, I heard about the people who were pardoned. I don't even want to talk about that. Including people who were given opportunities for negotiations. I don't want to talk about that. Everything is not settled by power. There are simple things you can do and save situations. Okorocha's words struck the heart, just like that of Mbazurika Amechi. You people are not joking with one man. You are joking with the lives of a region. The best way to honor the great young man, not Nnamdi Kanu really in that occasion, not really Nnamdi Kanu.
Maybe the late Ifeanyi.
Maybe a very young Nigerian who feels unheard. The best way is to release Nnamdi Kanu. For a leadership that listens, for a leadership that heals, not punishes. This is not a warning, This video is not a warning, but a kind of, I want to see reasons. Look at that, what Okorocha said is very deep. Irrespective of the time the video was done. Justice and peace are not enemies. They are twins, in case you don't know. From different angles, some Igbo leaders have released our son to us. Save the situation. Our place has boiled enough. We don't want it to boil. Security situation in our place escalated because of this. Save the situation. Help our region. For you, Nnamdi Kanu has a case to answer. He has sinned. But for the people of Southeast, something has to be done if it means releasing him to free our region. Embrace dialogue. There is nothing he has done that is greater or far worse than the rest of them are doing in the north. And for the sake of our region, which has the security situation of our region, which has escalated because of his detention. I don't know how to say this again, but what Okorocha said is deep. This analysis reflects publicly available information and statements made by public figures. We are not trying to promote violence. Well, we are not talking about violence, but we are talking about how a small action can save a people. Our place is already heated up. Our place southeast is already boiling. We are trying to do something to save the situation. Our viewers, what do you think? Add your comment on the comment section. Share this video while if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm out of here. Apugum.